Correct. 3 days time to cure defect.
जी.
Yes.
Grateful. Item number 2. Shri Jiten Chandrakar.
And for the petitioner case is listed in report, 1 week time is granted to cure defect.
Item number 3. Pushpit Kumar Patel.
1 week time to remove the fault.
Ms. Patel to respond is granted week time to cure defect.
Item number 4. With the party.
1 week time. And what is the name?
Rupesh Sahu.
Rupesh Sahu to respond is granted week time to cure defect.
Item number 5. Dipali Pandey.
Lordship, we have submitted covering memo day before yesterday, and the default has been removed.
Dipali Pandey submits that default has been removed. We register to verify and case next week as a fresh case.
One more submission, Your Lordship. Yesterday, we have moved an application for amendment since the application of the petitioner has been rejected. So this application, it may be allowed, Your Lordship, as a fresh matter.
Today it is not listed.
Your Lordship.
Today it is not listed before this board. Yes.
Item number 6. Niruddha Srivastava.
Lordship, the order of the Honorable Court was passed on 10/3/2025, wherein the Honorable Court directed to regularize the petitioner as well as grant all the consequential benefits.
You are Mohammed Nakib?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Mohammed Nakib for the petitioner notice. Yes.
Item number 7. Arvind Kumar Yadav.
Contempt against the non-compliance of order dated 25/8/25.
Miss
Despite of the
Pratik Singh Thakur
yes,
for the petitioner
छत्तीसगढ़
notice.
सीजी पुलिस भर्ती आरक्षण का हाई कोर्ट में लाइव चल रहा है भाई, सभी जुड़ जाएं.
Yes.
Non-compliance of order dated 19/8/2025.
संदीप के शर्मा notice.
Item number 9. J.K. Deshmukh.
Yes, Mr. Deshmukh.
C1 page number 8, Lordship. And in identical bunch matter, Honorable Court also issue a notice in contempt petition, Lordship, page number 22 P6, Lordship.
Mr. Deshmukh, issue notice. Yes.
Item number 10. Office reference.
It's submit returnable 3 weeks. Once time is granted. Yes.
Item number 11. Siddhav Kumar Amteke.
Password.
Item number 12. Dipali Pandey.
An amendment application.
Anubhav Vats for the petitioner, Miss Nigam for respondent state, Mr. Deshmukh for respondent number 2 and 3. Pardon, IE number so which is an application for grant of for amendment in the writ petition on due consideration of submission of counsel for petition and the pleadings made in the application. It is allowed that necessary amendment be carried out within a period of 1 week. Counsel for petitioner is also directed to file amended copy of the writ petition.
Formal objection.
Eh?
Formal objection.
Fresh case में क्या objection? पासवर्ड करते हैं 2 बजे.
Item number 14. Srimati Amita Siddiqui.
पासवर्ड.
Item number 15. Vivek Bhakta.
State was directed to seek instruction, Lordship. और ad hoc का regularization का डॉक्टर्स लोग का.
ने कहा है कि 2011, 12, 13 में नियुक्त तदर्थ चिकित्सकों को नियमित करने हेतु मंत्री परिषद के समक्ष प्रस्तुत की जाने के पूर्व निम्नानुसार जानकारी सहित स्पष्ट प्रस्ताव उपलब्ध कराने का कष्ट करें कि कितने नियमितीकरण करना है चिकित्सकों में और कितने वर्तमान में कार्यरत है.
इसको डिस्पोज कर देते हैं. They will consider and take decision on your claim within 3 months.
इन दी लाइट ऑफ दी सब जजमेंट जो
Some
आगा
judgments, yes.
जो अभी 2026 में भी आ गया, भोलानाथ का भी आ गया.
भोलानाथ, yes. दे दीजिए. Also for the also for the respondent.
और ये भोलानाथ और धर्म सिंह के लोग.
Petitioner has filed his reputation seeking for the release copy. Also for petitioner submits that the petitioner was appointed as medical officer on an order basis. Initially, he was appointed for on probation and thereafter. तो कब अपॉइंटमेंट हुआ था आपका?
2013 में लोग.
In 2013 and thereafter petitioner has successfully completed the period of probation of 2 years. Since the date of initial appointment, petitioner is continuously working as medical officer for last about more than 12 years. However, till date, the petitioner's services have not been regularized. कोई रिप्रेजेंटेशन वगैरह दिया था पहले?
Yes, Lordship. P6, P8, Lordship.
पेज नंबर?
Page number, Lordship. 28, Lordship.
Petitioner have also submitted a representation in this regard
31, sir.
before the respond number 1 and respond number 3.
P8 to last.
Respond number 1 to 3 on 23/9/2025. Our till date, no decision has been taken, and therefore direction we issued to the respondent authorities to take decision on the claim of the take decision on the representation submitted by the petitioner in accordance with law at the earliest within specified time frame. Counsel for the state submits that according to his instructions, based on the representation submitted by the petitioner, the proceedings have been initiated and the information has been sought from different authorities as to the number of appointees and the steps for regularization, if any, taken or not. He submits that the representation of the petitioner will be considered and that appropriate orders will be passed in accordance with law. On due consideration, the claim of the petitioner is that he was appointed as medical officer on ad hoc basis since 2013. In the year 2013, and since then he is continuously working. Petitioner has completed almost more than 12 years of his service as ad hoc employee. Honorable Supreme Court, मुझे अपना
धर्म सिंह और भोलानाथ.
Regularization वाले representation इसमें एक और लिखते हैं. Honorable Supreme Court, in case of Bholanath, have further observed that in case of Dharam Singh has further observed that Honorable Supreme Court has criticized the practice of outsourcing or informalizing recruitment as a means to evade regular employment obligations, observing that such measures perpetuate precarious working conditions while circumventing fair and lawful engagement practices. In case of Bholanath versus State of Jharkhand, Civil Appeal SLP C number 30762 of 2024, decided on 30th January 2026, have further observed that the respondent state was not justified in continuing the appearance on sanctioned vacant posts for over a decade under nomenclature of contractual engagement and thereafter denying them consideration for regularization. And have further directed for regularizing the appellants therein in service. Point. Next. In the aforementioned facts of the case and the decision of Honorable Supreme Court and further considering the application by representation submitted by petitioner is still pending consideration before the respondent authorities. The writ petition at this stage is disposed of, directing the authorities to consider and decide the representation to be submitted, representation submitted by the petitioner in accordance with law expeditiously, preferably within a further period of 3 months from the date of receipt of the order, keeping in mind the decisions of Honorable Supreme Court as mentioned in the representation as also and as referred above.
It requires additional representation permitted also. क्योंकि ये बात 26 वाला बाद में है लॉर्डशिप
क्या
सुप्रीम कोर्ट वाला
Number 16 से मनोज कुमार दुबे से 24.
Lordship, the petitioner is a retired employee of University, Your Lordship. Before retirement, he was made in charge of revaluation, for which he had been advanced rupees 25 lakhs. And after submission of his report and vouchers, they have questioned the repayment process, and they suspended the apply. D was ordered.
Let them file the reply.
Lordship. No, they
Maintainable नहीं है.
नहीं,
इसमें
क्योंकि उन्होंने डेनोवो इंक्वायरी को चैलेंज किया जो डिसीजन लिया था 2019 में. ड्यू टू पेंडेंसी ऑफ द क्रिमिनल केस, no further action has been taken by the university for issuing the charge sheet to the petitioner. Even the petitioner agreed with any decision of the executive council, then there is a remedy to approach before the chancellor. That is also not done by the petitioner.
Lordship, I am a retired employee, and all the retirement benefits are my rights.
This is not a case of retirement.
And they have adjusted my amount of PF towards those advances for which I had been prosecuted and acquitted by themselves only.
Where is that order? Where is that order?
Departmental inquiry P9 is your lordship.
Page number?
Order P9 114 119. इसमें your lordship पेज नंबर 115 आइटम नंबर 6 गोपनीय विभाग से संबंधित प्रस्ताव पुनर्मूल्यांकन में हुई अनियमितता की जांच अधिकारी श्री मोहन पवार सूचना आयुक्त छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य सूचना आयोग रायपुर से प्राप्त जांच रिपोर्ट बंद लिफाफा को खोलना एवं उस पर विचार करना। श्री मोहन पवार जांच अधिकारी एवं राज्य सूचना आयुक्त छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य सूचना आयोग रायपुर से पुनर्मूल्यांकन के प्रकरण पर प्राप्त जांच प्रतिवेदन के आधार पर प्रोफेसर व्यास नारायण दुबे निलंबित के विरुद्ध लगाए गए आरोप सिद्ध नहीं होने के कारण श्री व्यास नारायण दुबे का निलंबन तत्काल प्रभाव से समाप्त करने का निर्णय लिया गया एवं प्रोफेसर व्यास नारायण दुबे द्वारा लिए गए अग्रिम का विश्वविद्यालय के नियमानुसार अविलंब समायोजन करने हेतु निर्देशित किया गया। मैंने योर लॉर्डशिप जो अमाउंट 2 लाख सम वाज ऑन कैश इन हैंड वो मैंने इनको विड्रॉ किया और बाकी के वाउचर्स सबमिट किए थे। उस पे ये डिपार्टमेंटल इंक्वायरी उन्होंने की थी और उसका ये डिसीजन था। इस डिसीजन के बाद
Your reply. Support the petitioner, support the. While you reply to the earlier.
के बाद डिसीजन डेनोवो इंक्वायरी का लिया क्योंकि इंक्वायरी में क्या एविडेंस आया कुछ कोई भी रिपोर्ट नहीं है केवल रिपोर्ट आई इनके रिटायरमेंट
अरे रिप्लाई कीजिए ना। So he'll be in a position to controvert your support the petitioner and support the respondent number 1 and 2, Mr. Verma for respondent state. Issue notice to respondents. Counsel for respect to respondent accepts notice. They pray for and is granted 3 weeks time to file reply.
Item number 17. Mr. Gupta.
Your Lordship, the petitioner is the retired executive engineer in PWD department. He is claiming for the legal expenses, Lordship.
Legal expenses.
जी Lordship.
काहे का legal?
In the light of the circular dated 5/4/1961, I have made it an annexure
Petitioner
P3.
has filed this petition seeking following leaves. Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner pursuant to the circular dated
5/4/1961, 5/4/1961,
issued by the Archbishop State of Madhya Pradesh, dated 5/4/1961, has submitted a representation for the refund of the legal expenses incurred by him. The representation is still pending consideration, and therefore direction be issued to the respondents to take decision on the representation at the earliest within specified time frame. Counsel for state submits that he is having no objection to the immediate prayer.
Lordship,
And they will take
Lordship, earlier also we have submitted
ultimately they have to pass an order on the representation. है कि नहीं? They will take a decision to the limited prayer on due consideration of submission of counsel for parties the petition. Without observing on merits, this writ petition is disposed of directing the respondent number 3 to take decision on the claim of representation submitted by petitioner in accordance with the petition's preferably within further period of 3 months from date of receipt of order.
Lordship, liberty may be given. If it is not decided, then we may.
Then you will have a fresh cause of action. उसके लिए liberty नहीं है. Yes.
Item number 18. Nishikant Mahodaya.
Yes.
Termination order has been challenged, madam. Termination order has been challenged, madam. Mention P8, madam, page number 37.
The alternate remedy?
My lord, the no opportunity of hearing has been granted to the.
No opportunity of hearing.
Madam,
कोई inquiry वगैरह नहीं हुई?
नहीं इंक्वायरी नहीं हुई, my lord. May kindly see page number 4, my lord. Page number 4, my lord. जो rules है, रूल नंबर 3 तक फॉलो हुआ है, मतलब रूल नंबर 4, 5 फॉलो नहीं हुआ.
Rule number?
पेज नंबर 4 में लो.
4
मतलब
of
of the
petition.
ये रूल है मेलोड. पेज नंबर 3 में दंड हेतु सक्षम अधिकारी. यहाँ पे रूल नंबर 3 तक फॉलो हुआ है मेलोड. 4 नंबर रूल है उन प्रकरणों को छोड़कर जिसमें कर्मचारी उसके विरुद्ध लगाए गए अभियोगों को स्वीकार करता है, कर्मचारी को उससे बचाए हुए साक्ष्य प्रस्तुत करने किसी साक्षी का अभियोग आधारित तो प्रति परीक्षण
चार्जशीट वगैरह नहीं दिया?
नहीं, कुछ नहीं.
मतलब as per instruction, your lordship, charge sheet was issued to petitioner, your lordship, and he has cleared, your lordship, and then his statement was recorded. And based on documents on record along with the nice lordship, but they have stated there were many employees, your lordship, but with respect to the petitioner, my lord, he was given charge sheet and he had appeared.
And support the petitioner. Miss Kalja Shukla for respondent number 1 and 2. Collector Sarguja, authorized officer. Respondent number 1. Mr. Singh for respondent number 2, 3 and 4. Counsel for the appeal किसको होती है? The rules
स्टाफ समिति.
स्टाफ सब कमेटी. उनका तो ऑर्डर रहता है ना.
मैम
अपील किस पर जानी है?
मैम P5 में है मेलोड अपील. इस P5 में लो स्टाफ उप समिति.
सब कमेटी.
हाँ, सेक्शन.
Counsel for the petitioner submits though against the order impugned petitioner is having the remedy of appeal under rule 65.
65.
However, this writ petition is filed as before passing an order Principles of natural justice have not been followed. Charge sheet has not been issued. No opportunity to examine and cross-examine the witnesses have been granted. Next. Counsel for the respondent number 3 and 4 would submit their order or according to his instructions. Proper procedure has been followed before passing of the order. And prays for and is granted 2 weeks time to place to submit reply along with all relevant documents.
any date madam? Any date madam? Reply आ जाएगा तो
You may make a mention. Yes.
Item number 19, Vikas Kumar Pandey.
Passport.
Item number 20, Rudrak Vyas Srivastav.
The petitioner has been sent on deputation,
Hmm.
without his consent, and that too, only 8 months is remaining for the retirement.
The new post which is given is in the same district only.
Not it's a transfer, it is a deputation.
Well,
It provides the consent of the employee also. He says the no consent has been obtained. It is his ground. Not support the petitioners, not support the respondent. Issue notice to respondents. Mr. So accepts notice and process fee is not required to be paid. He prays for and is granted 3 weeks time to file reply. Order IE number so which is an application for grant of indemnity. Counsel for petitioner submits that. Pursuant to order annexure P1, petitioner has been sent on deputation without obtaining consent of the petitioner. Next, if an employee is to be sent on deputation, consent of the concerned employees also to be obtained mandatorily. And therefore, the order impugned annexure P1 is passed without following due process of law. So and so forth, the state submits that he will file reply to this interim application also on due consideration of submission of counsel for parties. Has also taken note of the decision in case of so and so 2024-15 SCC 357. Purely as an interim measure, it is directed that the impugned order action, effect and operation of the impugned order action P1 shall remain stayed till the next date of hearing.
Item number 21, Prabhu Ram Teki.
रिप्रेजेंटेशन पेंडिंग बैलेट और सिमिलर ऑर्डर आपने पास किया था बैलेट
दे दीजिए.
आइटम नंबर 40 भी सेम
40.
40
Your 40.
हाँ
दो केस.
दो केस सेम
Yes, Mr. Sharma, same order can be passed. Representation.
बैलेट
Same order. 40 वाला. 40 नंबर पे देते हैं.
Item number 22, Yellow Kumar Devangar.
This is the promotion matter, my lord. Yesterday, my lord, as part order directing the respondent number 3 to decide the pending representation, my lord. 22 number और 23 number दोनों identical है, my lord.
कौन सा order है?
My lord, it is not been loaded, my lord, but it is WPS
Case
number
number?
1997/2020.
1997.
Yes, my lord.
Same order.
Same order, my lord.
Same order.
23 number भी same है, my lord.
23 number भी same. Yes. Disposed.
Item number 24, CC Jayanti Rao.
In the light of the Abha Namdev, in the light of the Abha Namdev,
It is to be dismissed. Right. Which is the case?
11009 of 2025.
11
009 of 2025.
ये कल भी कोई केस लगा था स्टेट काउंसिल.
Item number 25, the discount of the
My lord, the petitioner is seeking promotion, my lord. However, the representation has been filed since 2017, my lord. Last representation has been filed on 4/2/26, my lord. My lord, may kindly be direct to the authorities to
Take decision.
my lord.
Yes.
Respondent number 2, my lord.
Responsible for the corporation. Responsible for this. Respondent number 2 municipal corporation.
Commissioner नगर पालिका निगम.
अम्मा बोल ना जोर से
Filed this
और
petition.
दौड़ा दौड़ा जाके अम्मा का है
Council for petition submitted. Petitioner
Okay. Working as
is
a cashier.
initially appointed as assistant grade 3 in the year on 10/5/1990. Petitioner thereafter was promoted on the post of cashier on 23/6/2008.
दौड़ते दौड़ते
Since then, he is working as cashier. Petitioner, after completion of the requisite period of service, became eligible for promotion on the post of accountant. However,
इतनी चल
till date, no proceedings have been initiated for promotion for considering the candidature of petitioner for promotion. Petitioner had submitted representation before respondent number 2 as and others. However, till date, the representation submitted by petitioner has not been considered. He contended that the last representation submitted by the petitioner is dated
4/2/26.
4/2/2026 and therefore direction be issued to the respondent number 2 to take decision on the representation submitted by petitioner at the earliest within a specified time frame. Mr. Anurag Singh and counsel for the respondent number 2 would submit that he is having no objection to the limited prayer. If the representation is still pending consideration, it will be considered in accordance with law. On due consideration of submission of counsel for respective parties. Without entering into merits of the case, this petition is disposed of, directing respondent number 2 to consider and take decision on the representation submitted by the petitioner in accordance with law, expeditiously, preferably within further period of 4 months from the date of receipt of the order.
item number 26, Dr. Sachin Ashok Kale.
The case is similar to WPS.
Notice to be issued.
Sorry?
Which is the similar case?
Yes, sir. WPS.
होगा भाई, आज पुलिस को सुनाई होगा, बस थोड़ा सा टाइम लग रहा है, धीरे धीरे जैसे नाम आते जाएगा उसके हिसाब से होगा।